Continuing on, Diddy, Puffy. Well, it looks like the campaign of no puffy juice, the hashtag that 50 used back when he had F and vodka, you would always hashtag no puffy juice. It looks like that hashtag that started in 2015, 9 years later, finally came to fruition. There's no longer any puffy juice because of this. So let's go over the article. Diddy's run with Ciroc and Deleon has come to an end as the mogul is no longer suing the company the liquor brands were under for negligence. So if you guys remember a long time ago on the podcast, this is way back in May, I think, reported on Diddy suing these companies due to racism and branding his products as just urban and not like, more marketable to a wider audience. He was suing for that. So on Tuesday, January 16th, the Bad Boys Records founder and Diageo issued a joint statement to announce that their issues were no longer unravel in court. Additionally, the New York City natives business partnership with organization is also officially over. Sean Combs and Diageo have now agreed to resolve all disputes between them, the press release read. Mr. Combs has withdrawn all of his allegations about Diageo and will voluntarily dismiss his lawsuits against Diageo with prejudice. Diageo and Mr. Combs have no ongoing business relationship, either with respect to Ciroc vodka or Deleon tequila, which Diageo now solely owns. Last year, Diddy sued the multinational alcohol company, claiming that it neglected the Deleon tequila brand while throwing their full support behind George Clooney's Casamigos. As reported, the Wall Street Journal, lawsuit was filed by Combs Wine and Spirits of Manhattan Supreme Court. It alleged that Diageo poured all its resources to back in the Hollywood superstar's tequila brand after acquiring it in 2017 for around $1 billion. Furthermore, the 54-year-old accused them of racial discrimination and alleged that the company marketed his Deleon brand as an urban and black tequila brand. Now, the thing about this is a lot of people are saying it's because he did this lawsuit why all these allegations are coming. It's always something that people like to point towards, instead of just saying, listen, maybe this guy's just a piece of shit and bad person. If he actually did those things, by the way. We don't know 100%. But, when you're settling these things, it's kind of looks a little suspicious. But instead of people just looking at it like, hey, this guy's a human being and he can do bad things, there's always a conspiracy theory sometimes tied to these things. It's like, oh, Bill Cosby, they took Bill Cosby down because he wanted to purchase, what was it, CBS or some shit. And now they're like, oh, they're taking Diddy down because he sued a big liquor company. Like, nah, that's not, now, is that possible? Is there a chance that these things are tied and the liquor company said, listen, if you're going to sue us for these things, we're going to destroy your whole brand and image, and you're not going to have anything to go by. That's a possibility. I could see that happening as a possibility. But when there's multiple lawsuits, when there's somewhat proof, literally that woman that sued has photos of her in the studio sitting on Diddy's lap, and there's multiple lawsuits, and then you settle the biggest one with Cassie immediately, and then there's stories of other people saying other things. Other people reporting and saying, oh, Diddy saw me. I was with Diddy doing it. Like, there's got to be something involved. There's Kid Cudi confirming or his assistant confirming that his car got blown up. So like all these things tied together. So there's clearly some type of evidence and proof towards that end of things. Where there's smoke, there's fire. But to dismiss all of that and just be like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory that Diddy, was going to purchase, was going to sue this company, win all the company and have all the money and be richer. That stuff is just like, I think when people throw shit out there, they're just throwing shit and seeing what sticks. Now, is there a possibility? Yes. In this world, there's a chance of a possibility of anything. But would I solely tie it to this? Nah. So, no puffy juice. It's over. No puffy juice. There is no more puffy juice. So, if you buy Ciroc, you're not supporting Diddy anymore. And if you buy Deleon, whatever the tequila is, man, all these damn tequila companies. What is it? Diageo or Deleon, whatever it's called. I don't drink, so like that at least. So I don't know what the fuck Deleon is, but yeah, if you're drinking Ciroc and Deleon, you're not supporting puffy, so no puffy juice. But yeah, that was this was something that's gonna happen regardless. I don't think Diddy was gonna go through with this. He got invited to the Grammys, actually got nominated at the Grammys, and is not showing up because the best thing to do in these type of situations when you're getting sued like crazy and you're in the headlines for basically everything negative, the best thing to do is just stay home and stay out the way and stay out of people's public view and everything. Just stay home and hope that, these things get settled out and finished, and then you can go back to your life if you didn't do anything wrong. Other than that, man, I want to get involved. I want to be in the Grammys and you're over here smiling, having fun, and then there's a bunch of like lawsuits, sexual assault lawsuits against you. It just makes you look really bad. Makes you look like you could give two fucks about the victims if you did anything, So, we'll keep our eye out on anything new that comes out with Diddy. But one by one, companies are leaving one by one. He's getting dropped from things, and eventually, I don't know about the Keefe D submitting the $1 million hit tape or whatever. We don't know what's going to happen with that, but, a lot of people want to see Puffy behind bars. That's like their number one goal. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep our eye out.